Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I am oozing with excitement. Why, you may ask? Well, if you have been following my channel, I've got a little side project that's going on with my Dualtron Ultra. I have been planning on some major upgrades, and together with the help of a shop in Singapore, I've managed to put everything together, and today is the great unveil. So why the title Dualtron Update Jon Snow Edition? Other than myself being a huge Game of Thrones fan, I have never seen anyone on screen or off screen who can be as proud as Jon Snow announcing to the world and everyone else that he's a bastard. He's the one person that I know who's super proud to call himself a bastard. And a lot can be said about that. He obviously doesn't mind being a bastard because he's a very powerful character in Game of Thrones. So I've decided to call my Dualtron Ultra a bastard, just like Jon Snow. And just like Jon Snow, if my Ultra had any feelings, he would, or she would, or it would be just as proud. I am sure of that. So let's begin. Let me give everyone a quick overview of what I've done to my Dualtron Ultra. So first off, let's start with the inspiration behind the title Dualtron Ultra Jon Snow Edition. As you can see, it is quite the bastard now because of the rear as well as the front arms. These belong to the first generation of the Dualtron EX. You may ask why? Well, I've actually upgraded the controllers. I've upgraded my battery pack. It sits in the front right now. The entire deck is housed with controllers. And the reason why I have these arms installed for the time being is because of these motors that you see right here. These are the 10-inch motors, and these motors have been tried and tested. These are the FSM motors. It's been put through many rounds and many hours of rigorous testing by the guys at Synergy Scooters. And while I await the upgraded Ultra motors to come in, it has been mated with the first generation of the Dualtron EX arms, and hence the name Bastard. And looking at how my scooter looks right now, standing tall and proud, just like Jon Snow. So if you see in the front, I've got the I put the battery pack in the front, and got my wires connected down. It's shrouded in this very nice sleeve. It goes into the deck, and that's where the controllers sit. Same thing over here. It's all very neat and tidy. A real pleasure to actually look at. So if you look at the setup right now, I could potentially have a compliant Ultra. Why? It's because everything is modular. I could remove the battery pack, sit it in the front, and it would bring the entire weight down to about less than 20 kilos. And it would obviously be a quick kick scooter. So why not? I could just kick scoot with this Ultra. I've also found a perfect location for my GPS logger. I'm going to be mounting it right in the middle of my cockpit here. I think it's, I think it looks a little complicated, but it's got enough real estate over here for me to mount my GPS logger. So my GoPro. I could have another GoPro here at the bottom, and I also have a quad lock to hold my phone in place. And I just can't wait for the new arms to come in, which should be perhaps in a couple of weeks. and by then I will have another update for you guys. And again, these are the FSM motors. They are available through Synergy Scooters in Singapore. I believe if you drop them a message via Facebook, you could purchase it from them. They should ship overseas as well. Installation is relatively simple if you know exactly what you're doing. So overall, what do I think of the upgrade? Well, if I had to choose all over again, it would still be the Dualtron Ultra. Why? Firstly, the size of the deck. I like the Ultra because the deck space that I have right now accommodates my upgraded controllers. And since the battery pack is now hanging on the front of the scooter, it's offset by the overall weight of the Dualtron Ultra. So it doesn't give you a very lopsided feeling. And surprisingly, the battery pack that's hanging on the handlebar right now, it gives you this simulated feeling of driving a car. Very much like an e-scooter with power steering, if that makes any sense at all. The battery pack in front gives you a more planted feel. Overall, a much more stable ride. So I thought it was gonna be a problem, but it's actually okay. It's actually not too bad. Now I wish to remind everyone watching this video that the upgrades perform is definitely not for the faint-hearted. It can be quite dangerous if you're going way too fast. Always observe the speed limit, watch my safety videos if you haven't done so. And all these are being done out of pure love for the hobby, of course with a dose of enthusiasm, passion, obsession, and just pushing the boundaries of what we could do with an e-scooter. So what I'm really looking forward to is doing some speed tests with my GPS logger and see what kind of results I get with the upgraded Ultra Jon Snow Edition. And when it finally gets updated to the original Ultra arms and motors, I would do another set of tests and see what happens. So that's all I have for everyone today. Thank you all for watching, and if you are excited to find out what the results are for the GPS logger, please click subscribe and stay tuned for the latest updates. Hey, see this video? Yeah. Installation of gimbal. So yeah, that basically concludes the